Jim Ed Warden, pitcher for the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
So the first question I want to ask you is, I think this is what people always want to know. What do you guys really talk about and do in the bullpen for, like, let's say the first 6-7 innings of the game?
I think if you could grab any subject that you've ever thought of, and it's come up in the bullpen in the first 6 or 7 innings of the game.
I mean, what would you say is the craziest discussion or the most bizarre topic you've touched on this year that's actually fit for, you know?
You know, a lot of things we talk about, we do a lot of quirky things before the game for our national anthem.
Like?
We've had one of our guys mime shooting a deer, and all the other deer run away. And yesterday we stood on the mound with Dan, trying to get him his 18th win. We run football
and did a good
plays.
job, by the way. Yeah, congratulations.
We run football plays before a game, throwing with the glove as a football, stuff like that.
Is it kind of a superstitious thing, or let's just see who come up with something that's totally bizarre that no one's done before?
I think it's probably about equal, 50-50 both. Like it's superstitious in the fact that if we do something and we win, we do the exact same thing the next day until we lose, and when we lose, we come up with something different.
Now, somebody mentioned lawn darts. Is that part of your package
Yes.
there? And
Yes.
can you explain the lawn darts?
The lawn darts are gum wrappers, preferably double bubble. Apparently they're just the right size, and you make tiny little airplanes with no wings, and then you put them between your 2 middle fingers and you flick them. And if they stick in the ground, they count, and if they don't, you can go pick them up and shoot them again.
And who's the lawn dart champion of the bullpen?
It was Chris Mobley. And it was probably me for a little while, and now our backup catcher Travis Howell has kind of figured it out, and he's pretty good at it right now.
So, on I guess a slightly more serious note, now as the closer, you're by a little more a clear-cut view of when you're going to go into a game or have an idea. At what point, and maybe it's from the first pitch, do you actually start really paying attention to what's going on in the game?
As quirky, I don't know if quirky is the right word, as animated and as much fun as we have down here, I think most of our guys, all 7 of us, pay attention to the game as much as we can, but we also try to have as much fun as we can at the same time. And but I'd say for me, if it's a close game, starting in the 5th inning, 5th or 6th inning, I'll start seeing where we are in the lineup for them. And from that point on, you can kind of tell who you're going to face if it's a safe situation. And if we just got through the 7th and they're coming 1, 2, 3, I can bank on 4, 5, 6 that is who I'm going to face, and I can know who they are, prepare, and think about what I've done against them in the past, what they've done against me. And then for every base runner that gets on, you can just add one. And I can usually remember the lineup without looking at it, so it's not like I have to run back and forth. So it's a pretty easy process for me.
Do you have any kind of, ritual or anything, whether it's a relaxation or a concentration thing that you do before you go in there, since it's sometimes on kind of a short notice?
Not really. I like to throw with the outfielder in the 8th inning. I have one superstition. I always wear a Livestrong band, and if I pitch well, I give it to a certain person before I go in, and that person will get it until I pitch bad. They'll get it every time I go in until I pitch bad.
Okay.
And that's probably my main superstition. And if I pitch bad, I usually go get another one. Like I'll break it, throw it away, and start over.
So who's got the Livestrong now? Who's the holder of Livestrong?
We're going through a little rough patch, so I'm looking for somebody new tonight if I get in there. So,
just give it to somebody in the stands. You in section 1
I might have to. Chris Hayes had it for about a month straight. So, and I haven't pitched bad, just had a little bad luck. So, he might get it again. You never know.
Now, finally, and I have a feeling I may know the answer to this one, but you can tell me. is there one game for you this season that's kind of been a standout, a highlight for you?
There's actually two. Obviously, the no-hitter that Joe threw that I get to finish was probably one of the, if not the most special, probably the coolest save I've ever gotten.
Were you nervous because of that?
You know, walking in, warming up, you know, everybody's rooting for him to get out of it, and we knew he was tired. And, coming into the game with the bases loaded, knowing I was going to have to face Daryl Ward and Carl Everett right off the bat, yeah, it made me a little bit nervous. But when Butch gave me the ball and I got Daryl out, and I faced Carl, and I got him out, to me, those two outs were the key. But then I turned around and looked at the scoreboard, and until I looked at the scoreboard, it didn't hit me again that it was a no-hitter. Like, it was like I got those two guys out, and then the no-hitter came into my mind. I'm like, wow, I just thought about it, because it kind of went out of my mind for a little while, and then you know, and I got that last out. It was really special for me. I think it was special for Joe and Christian, our catcher. So, but that was a really fun night.
And what was the second one? And oh my gosh, I do hope, and I can say this right now because we were very loose here on Queen of Diamonds, I do hope we're not going to be blasted out by you two.
I know. The other one,
I'm trusting my flip cam.
Yeah. I set a goal once we got past the All-Star break. I set a goal that I wanted, lead the league in saves or not, I would really like to get to 30. Because the most I've ever had before my career was last year, and I had 16 between here and with the Mets. And 16 as a closer is not a lot, because I've never had a full year as a closer wherever I've been. And you know, we got on this past Sunday, Dan got his 17th win to tie the record, and I got my 30th save. And for me, that one was special because it was a goal that I set for myself. And anytime you can reach goals that you've, you know, kind of set, then, you know, it's just a special day.
Now, doing a little more of the kind of getting to know you, what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't playing baseball? Have you thought about that?
Playing in the Atlantic League kind of makes you think about it a lot. And because as much as we love playing here, everybody knows this isn't our goal to play here. But looking back in college, I wanted to be an engineer, but that kind of went away. And then I went to school for marketing. I just don't know if I could do that. I mean, playing baseball for 10 years, you know, it makes you kind of jaded to any other profession. It's so much fun. It's you know, it's a dream come true. I mean, even playing here every day is a dream come true for a lot of people, and even for me, because I still get to do it every day. Right now, I mean, I'd love to maybe get into coaching professionally, or, you know, even if I had a regular job to help in some way with high school kids or, you know, local kids in my own town. And, I have two nephews that are probably going to be baseball players, and I really like helping them out. So I'm not sure if I have the temperament for it. Not on the bad temper side, but just on the, you know, stepping on toes, trying to change things for some people. So I guess right now I'd have to say coaching and, you know, just helping kids out.
Now, I think everybody has a hidden talent. What's yours?
I used to be able to sing a little bit in high school.
Ooh, okay.
Not going to do that on camera.
Oh, seriously?
No.
Please?
No.
Well, what kind of singing?
Well, back then I went to a Christian private school, and I sang in chorus, and we had like an a cappella group that I enjoyed doing back then. And
what was your big solo?
Oh, you're not gonna bait me into doing that.
No, you can just tell me what it was.
I didn't really have a lot of solos. I was more of a background guy.
Okay.
The tall background guy.
The tall background. Okay.
Yeah. Now, aside from closing, I'm the one that can whistle and get people's attention in the dugout. So we need to get Marty's attention a lot in the dugout. I'm just kidding, Marty.
To complete the sentence, it would surprise people to know that I
am not as big of a redneck as my name would suggest.
Okay. What's the worst job you've ever had?
My first job when I was 16 years old, I worked for my uncle at his hardware store. Part of it was putting up stock and putting price tags on things and stuff like that. But also I had to clean the bathrooms that the construction workers would use when they come in, and that was by far one of the worst things I've ever had to do. It was not enjoyable at all.
What's your guiltiest TV pleasure?
Ooh. I would have to say True Blood on HBO. Because I'm not into vampires at all. I'm not into Twilight. I think vampires have saturated TV and movies, but True Blood, if I watch 1 minute of an episode, I have to watch the entire thing, and I want to watch the next one right after it, and the next one, and the next one.
Now, 10 years in pro ball, and a lot of it in the Indians organization. This is going to be a tough one for you. Most unusual character you have met in your playing career?
It's bad that one guy jumped out, but he's not unusual. It's our team in 07 in Akron. We had a lot of fun, and I don't know why Randy Newsom jumped out at me.
I can't imagine why.
But it was not a bad thing at all. Randy was a really, really great guy, and I enjoyed playing with him. But I don't know his name.
No, that was...
I mean, it's more of a recent thing. I mean, looking back to, if you go back to rookie ball in 01, and we had 50 guys on our team, I'm sure I could find. There was a guy named Scott Thomas that was unbelievable on that team, but the memories just aren't as fresh, you know. The fun we had in that Akron bullpen playing trivia with Randy and Jeff Stevens and TJ Burton were, some of the best days of my
Probably
life.
some interesting political debates there,
Yes.
too.
Yeah, we tried to stay away from politics with Randy.
Yeah.
We were...
I love him, but sorry, Randy, we don't agree on
yeah,
politics.
Yeah, we did not agree. Well, I think me and Randy might agree on a lot of stuff. I was just outmanned in political debate back then, and I think I still would be.
He'll probably be president someday.
If he runs for president, I'd probably vote for him.
I think he's in law school now.
Yeah, I told him that probably once a month back then. It was usually right after an argument, right after I yelled at him about something, but I'd say, I will still vote for you as president.
And finally, what has been your favorite aspect of playing in Southern Maryland, playing for this team?
I'd have to say Butch, which I'm sure a lot of people do. He just makes playing baseball fun. You spend, for me, 9 years in affiliated ball, and my years with the Indians were amazing, and I had so much fun there, and they ran such a great organization for so long that I have no complaints about when I was there. But to take the business side out of baseball, which it kind of does here, because the decisions are made on a game-to-game basis instead of what's going to happen in the future, and it just makes every game a baseball game instead of a business. And we're here to win every night, no matter who's pitched and who hasn't, instead of I'd love to go back to affiliated ball. I'd love to be a prospect again and be able to pitch even when I wasn't pitching good, because I certainly had those years. But just coming here and knowing that every night we're going to try to win, and we're going to put our best players on the field, because those are the guys that are going to help us win, makes it a lot more fun.
Thank you so much.
No problem.